Hello and welcome to the show. We start this week's FailRace episode with Plastic Warrior 7 on Forza Horizon 3 in a BMW that just fancied doing a jump. Can't figure out for the life of me why the Z4 wanted to go for a little bit of a bounce. Even slow down. There's nothing visible in the road for it to hit. It kind of leaps up just before it goes across the big black dots, but it's just, yeah. Seems like it's got a special power-up. It wasn't a particularly helpful one, mine. Throws you out of position for the next corner, goes for a spin, but there we go. Dakota the Kangaroo on Forza Motorsport 7 gets a little bit too greedy with the curbs, and, well, the curbs bite back as the Honda would kind of nosedive into the edge of the sort of the serrated edge of the curb, launches the Civic around and into the walls. That's how you deal with corner cutting. Sloppy Word on GTA 5 has just got into their vehicle, goes onto the internet on his phone, minding his own business when there's all manner of crashing and so on going on in the background. Turns out an AI Hummer had taken offence to the Futo, proceeds to push it along the road with the Futo facing sideways. It's quite a feat, and then mullers it into the back of a people carrier, rolling the Futo over. That is one angry AI driver there. Quite impressive as well. Either way, moving on to a Stinty Boy 500 on a GTA 5, heading towards a drop-off point with a little bit too much speed in the armoured truck. Can't get it slowed down towards the bunker. Rolls it off of the cliff, bounces it off of a rock before landing into the ocean. And while managing to recover the truck onto its wheels, it's, yeah, a little bit sunk. Speaking of deliveries, Wraith Wolf has got the cargo bob carrying the tank. Now, we've seen this go wrong in a number of different ways. This time, though, everything is going relatively smoothly, relatively to plan. The tank gets dropped by the entrance. It doesn't really appear in the right place in the cutscene, though. I'm assuming it should be driving into the area before being dropped, bouncing off the roof and landing upside down. That is definitely the correct way to deliver anything to anywhere, I think. Hayden on Dirt 4. Now, I get sent many clips of various cars going for tumbles on Dirt 4. It's a relatively common occurrence. This one, though, there is a certain elegance about the roll in the Fulvia, the save on two wheels, and then just got to slide your way through the next corner. No problem at all. No problem at all for the Lancia. Up next, we are on to Watch Dogs, looking for a shortcut way down onto the road. Doesn't quite get the gap judged, though. Manages to land it on the central reservation, bails out of the car just in time as the SUV rolls off of the cliff. It is a brilliant save to have got out of that vehicle. Moving next on to ASSetto Corsa. A slight bounce off the inside armco would launch the Lotus into the hillside, tumbles down to a later bit on the track, and then physics is not really sure quite what to do with said Lotus. It kind of spits it out and then decides to swap it back again and then spits it out. And no, this time we're going to go straight back into the ground. The Lotus tries desperately to claw its way out before eventually succumbing to the abyss underneath this particular circuit. On to Need for Speed The Run next, with a Tian Infinity is trying to chase down an opponent's car, with up ahead there being a police roadblock. Now, we know what the FailRace Police Department are like, and they are absolutely everywhere. Goes to ram the police car. Police have better ideas than being there. That's police car away. That's a serious amount of force gone on in all of that. Game score 52 on Farming Sim at 17 has got a train of AI drivers following him around and decided to see what would happen if they go off the edge of a cliff. And sure enough, we might have the FailRace Police Department. Now we have the FailRace Farming Department. As these particular tractors having all sorts of issues with this downhill area. There's about 4 have gone for front flips of varying degrees of roll. Another one manages to make it relatively sensibly. That one goes for more of a twist than a roll. That's a shopping cart, I think. I'm not sure it's a proper tractor. Either way, it doesn't go for a tumble, so not too worried about it. A Cataclysmic Enforcer on Grand Prix 4, with the AIs managing to go for a roll before they even get to turn 1 in a rather fitting wet weather Monza. I think it's actually on board the player car all the way back here. All manner of craziness going on. Just didn't quite get the gap right, and sure enough, it's showing a little bit too much speed. The Ferrari, as I say, it doesn't get the gap right. Ferrari comes across, in fact. I apologise to the poor AI that didn't really have anywhere to go. Black and red 81 on IndyCar Series 2005. I'm not sure if this is the player car or not. Big spin for this particular vehicle as it goes through the corner. You're waiting for the big crash to come from all the other vehicles, but no, the car is absolutely fine. However, when it gets reset, that's when it goes wrong. All the possible places on the circuit it could have been reset, but no, it is an exact moment, exact place that two of the cars are driving through. Now, this is a separate incident a little bit further back. Another yellow car goes for a spin. These guys end up on, I guess, what's the pit exit? Not quite sure why the AI got stuck on this part. Either way, they're heading through here. Now, the other yellow car that spun that's going to get reset spun a lot further around the track, and there it is, just perfectly timed to catch this this car. Yeah, brilliant parking. Although not quite as good as parking as this. LMP Dragon on F1 2016 with the safety car stuck in the wall. Yeah. Now, the difficulty here is because everyone is now stationary behind the safety car, they're getting disqualified for being stationary on the track. You can't overtake the safety car, so you're kind of stuck here. It's not really a win-win situation in any of this. I've never seen the safety car get stuck in a wall before in a Formula 1 game, but there we go. And I mean, Azerbaijan would be the place for it too. I mean, this would be the corner for it to be stuck in a wall as everybody behind gradually gets disqualified. And finally, we're on to a World of Tanks with a Dat Mudkip and a tank chase kind of worthy of a movie. Having his own little shootout with an enemy when a small light tank managed to sneak around behind him to try and do some additional damage. Gets a couple of early shots off okay, but then comes the problem. The small light tank is very fast. The gun on this bigger, heavier tank not quite able to keep up as it literally runs circles around. It doesn't do a huge amount of damage to him. Then we have the Stormtrooper school of shooting. The tank barrel not quite able to be settled enough to get a proper accurate shot, and everything is just skirting around, just about missing. The next shot just bounces off the opposing tank's armor. Then a little bit too sharp a return around a corner, a sudden dip, and both tanks would end up with no tracks. Another shot missed. Does eventually get the gun settled. Still waiting for his own tracks to be repaired, and somebody else would take out his vehicle. An impressive tank chase. That one. Most definitely. That, though, is going to be it for this video. As ever, if you have clips you'd like to submit to this series, you can via our forums. There'll be a link in the description. At the very top of the forums is the FailRace clip submission section, and there you can find all of the rules and how to submit them. However, that's going to be it from me. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.